So I was looking for another fun project. Decided I wanted to draw something 3D and something complicated, something infinite, like this infinite tunnel. The idea came from a number of places. A lot of it came from watching fractals. This isn't a good screen capture. Please click on the link below to find the original. But you notice how it seems to keep coming at you. Unfortunately, the illusion isn't perfect because it never actually gets to you. That's why I thought the tunnel might be fun. The tunnel really can go on forever. It's also inspired by a lot that I'd been reading about how video games are typically implemented. I'm talking about big, full-screen, real-time games like World of Warcraft. How are they implemented? I usually use C++ when I'm worried about performance. You'd have to be crazy to try to fill the screen with something like this using JavaScript. Spoiler alert, 177 lines of JavaScript code. I'm currently filling in an area that's 1200 pixels by 1200 pixels. That's almost as wide as a traditional HD monitor, and slightly taller. Ignore this part that says 600 pixels. That's one of the lies I have to tell HTML to make it work right. And what about the frame rate? Okay, you caught me. I used the video editor to speed up this video. This is what it really looks like. It takes over a second to draw each image. I also adjusted the slower speed so it wouldn't just completely jump around. I set it to 5 times slower than normal, just temporarily. How do real video games deal with this? They give you a list of options. Among other things, you can draw a smaller image, then blow it up. The image is less clear, but the frame rate goes up. You can tailor these settings to your computer and your own personal preferences. Let me change the bitmap to be 600 by 600. That's 1/4 the number of pixels. Sure enough, the frame rate has improved by almost 4x. And the image still looks pretty good. In fact, unless you're watching this in 4K, you might not see any difference at all. It's an improvement, but it still doesn't look like an animation, just a series of pictures. Let's drop the resolution again. 300 by 300. We've lost a lot of detail, but the illusion of an animation almost works. Now you see why I'm drawing such a simple pattern. If I had more pixels, I could draw almost anything. Just a little bit further. At 200 by 200, it starts to look smooth. You can do even better with a higher frame rate, but 10 frames per second is the cutoff where your brain sees a continuous animation rather than individual pictures. I'm not going to win any awards for this, but it's pretty amazing for 177 lines of JavaScript. And it was a fun program to write. In the next video, I'll show you how I made this. It involves geometry, algebra, trig, and of course, JavaScript code. See the link in the description to run this for yourself.